Hi, my name is Noor Amrina Amni, and I'm gonna do another TED Talk video today. And so I'm just gonna get straight into the point. So the talk was given by uh, Navid Mahdavian, if I'm correct. Navid Mahdavian. He is an artist, a cartoonist. So he shares his experience about how to get through grief through his art after losing his grandmother. So what he said was his art, the simplicity of his art. Like, just, of course, it's just a few strokes of lines, but even though it's just a simple line, it can express what he felt, his emotion, he can convey what he can't say, what he is feeling through those lines, which is something that is very, I would say, amazing, because to convey our emotion, to let people understand what we feel is very hard. Like, you can't expect people to understand, or to, how to say, it's like you can't expect people to understand or to go through the same feelings or emotion as you. But that's why he used art, because that I would say, what I'm trying to conclude is that he used art to convey his feelings, his emotion, the way he can. Like, and art. He also mentioned that his art is a healing tool, because when he was doing his art, when he was painting, he doesn't try for, I would say, perfection or complexity. What matters to him is that he was able to I would say, to convey his inner experience. And each line on his art is like a resemblance his experiences in life, which is, I would say, a very beautiful way of coping with grief, because of course grief is not easy, especially when it comes to loss of loved ones. So of course we need to find something that we can get through, to get through this. And he also said that through his art he learned a lot of new emotion, lots of, I would say, things that he never thought he was feeling up until now. He discovered it, because his art transformed grief into something new, something that is seen, that is felt by people who watch that art. Or I think so. I think why this talk matters is because, everybody goes through grief. Like, it's uncommon for us to hear that no one goes through grief, because that is impossible. Everybody had to go through grief somehow at the point of their life. And of course we need to find a better way, or I would say a convenient way, to cooperate with it. Because if we don't find right way to cope with our grief, it can lead to another thing. It can lead to complication, it can lead to depression, it can lead to a lot of mental problem, which is not good for us. And what I can get from this talk is also how creative the way he was trying to teaching. The way he's trying to teach people about how to cope with grief, because like I said earlier, it's not easy to cope with pain, to cope with grief. But if it's like this, if the if it's this kind of creativity that can help we get through grief, then of course it's gonna help. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.